Welcome to Kodu Game Lab, Project 1, Part 2 of Red Apple, Blue Apple. This tutorial will show you how to program objects to do something, such as drop apples, at certain times and intervals. You will also see how different objects respond to their environments, such as the submarine. You'll launch Kodu and then go to Load World. Notice that the red apple, blue apple world that I began is the first one that I see. And now I'm going to click play. Here's the saucer that we created, following a path over water. We're going to click escape to edit. Since I have my camera tool, I'm going to zoom it out a little bit, drag the terrain out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to program that saucer. So I'm going to click on my object tool, go to my saucer, and select program. This time I'm going to go to the second programming line, and I'm going to program it using a timer. And every 2 seconds I'm going to want it to launch an apple. So I'm going to go to Actions and select Launch, and then I'm going to have it launch an apple. I want to be more specific by saying that I want to launch that apple down, and in addition I actually want that apple to be red. Now I'm going to go down to the third programming line, and I'm going to program the saucer to launch a blue colored apple down, but I'm going to change the amount of time in between the launches, which means that I need to double the time that I want them to be launched. So double every 2 seconds would be every 4 seconds. Say if I wanted it to be 6 seconds, I would click 4, and then I would just add 2 more seconds. Okay, that would be a total of 6. I'm going to right click to cut that tile because I only want it every 4 seconds. Then I'm going to select the action for the saucer to launch an apple. Again, I'm going to select the direction down, and I want that apple to be blue. Here is the program for the launching of the apples from the saucer. I'm going to escape. I'm going to go play my game and see what happens. Okay, you'll notice that the majority of them are staying in the water, and that twice as many red apples are being launched as blue apples. I'm going to escape to get back to my edit mode. Next, we're going to add another object. So I'm going to click on Object Tool, and then on my canvas. This time I'm going to add a submarine. And I'm going to program that submarine by right-clicking on him to Always, which is under More. And I always want him to move by wandering. So I'm going to escape back to my edit mode, go to play, and just see how these characters interact. Notice that the submarine is not moving, and if I drag in the terrain a little bit and perhaps even zoom in, you'll notice that it's floating on the water. So I'm going to escape to go back to edit this. Move my camera back out. This time I'm going to go back to my water tool, and I'm going to rise the level of that water by, say, 5 clicks. Notice that the submarine is now almost completely submerged in the water. I'm going to go to play, and notice now my submarine is able to wander around in that water. So I had to change the level of the water in order for the object to interact correctly in my environment. Notice that he's also naturally staying in the water. I hope this tutorial has been helpful in understanding how to set up timing for your objects, as well as seeing how different objects respond to their different environments, such as the submarine needing water to move around in and the saucer always staying above water.